wishing the most beautiful day in every single way. Remember, when there's sunshine in your heart, you'll never have a rainy day, because you'll always believe in yourself and love yourself anyway. Have a wonderful, wonderful 25th of July 2020. Hey, it's Sandra Bellamy. I'm here on July 25th, 2020. Today I'll feel good. Today I'll feel pleasure. Today I'll feel happy. Today I'll feel safe. Today I feel loved. Today I have faith. Another thank you to the NHS. So I'm on my way to see my friend Debs and Anita. I can't wait to see them. It's been a while since I saw Anita, and I saw my best female friend Debs yesterday. I hadn't seen her in absolutely months because of COVID and lockdown, so I'm looking forward to seeing her again today. It's only for a short time, just over an hour, but every hour's worth it, every minute's worth it. You know, just about that in-person warmth and contact and everything, even if we can't physically have contact because of social distancing. It just feels great to be able to be around, you know, people who care and love me, and it's amazing. You know, I spent time with Debs yesterday and Claire, and that was incredible after such a lot of time being like locked down and, you know, not being able to go out at all or eat anything or see friends in person. You know, it did make a huge difference. It did boost my morale, and, you know, I mean, social media obviously we couldn't be without at the moment because that's how we connect with our friends, but that in-person warmth that you feel just from being near a person, even though you can't touch, you can't hug your friends hello and goodbye, which is kind of weird, but all you can do is kind of send them a virtual mind hug through the air, which, you know, is better than nothing, and you can see them and be near to them. So it really makes a huge difference, you know, really makes a huge difference. And I just feel really thankful and grateful for all the friends I have in my life now, the ones I'm speaking to via Skype and on the phone and social media. And, you know, I'm very thankful and grateful for my best female friend coming to spend time with me and see me. She's been spending 4 months non-stop, you know, on the front line in a nursing home. She's not an actual NHS worker, but she worked in a nursing home, you know, looking after the elderly, well, like a residential home it is, you know. So I'm so proud of her, so proud of her. So yeah, it's just an incredible day. I can't wait for the rest of this day to just come now, you know. And every day's a blessing that we're here, you know. Every day's an absolute blessing. Just to be alive is wonderful at the moment, you know. So I feel very fortunate I chose an absolutely amazing place to live. I live 5 minutes walk away from this beautiful quayside, and it's stunning. Just look at it. You know, I couldn't have picked a better place to live. I live diagonally opposite supermarkets, and I live near this wonderful, beautiful, beautiful place. Now, I'm a city girl, but I do love this bit of countryside in the city. I really do love this bit of countryside in the city. You know, it's absolutely amazing. Just look how beautiful it is. Look at all the greenery, the swans. You know, there's a lot to be grateful and thankful for in this life, and sometimes we forget that. But it's the little things that matter, you know? The little things that count, not just the big things, you know? And this is, you know, my beautiful home of the city of Exeter. And this is Exeter Quayside, and it's just very beautiful, you know? And, you know, a lot of people aren't wearing masks, actually. You know, so it's quite free out here. You can social distance quite well, which is fantastic. And that's what I really like about here as well, you know, that you can social distance, so that's great. I feel very, very fortunate and blessed to live here, and it's just incredible, absolutely incredible, it really is, it really is incredible, you know. Two meters distance apart. So it's a bit quiet down here. This is where I live as well. You know, it's all part of Exeter Quayside. It's so beautiful. I'm so lucky. So lucky. So yeah, I do like a good walk up this hill. Very, very good for the legs. Very good exercise. It's nice with the birds singing as well. And I do have fibromyalgia. So that's a chronic pain condition that affects the nerves and muscles of the body. I still like living my life to the absolute max. So I like pushing myself up these hills. You know, it's really hurts my legs. It's just really good to push yourself to do things that other people might not find possible in life. So it's really important to keep pushing yourself to do the best you can, push through your boundaries and limits, and light up the world with your own beauty. Very important. So yeah, it's incredible. Incredible. We're going up these steps. It's like, more steps, more steps. Every step you take forward in your life could take you to the life of your dreams. Always remember that. I do believe that everyone has the ability to live their dreams, however big or small. You know, you can achieve anything you want in life. Anything's possible. Never believe that. Never believe that. Never forget that. I was just thinking, like, we're taught not to believe stuff like that, but we must believe stuff like that. You know, it keeps us going, and it's true. It's true. I'm actually a published author for my own publishing book. I'm actually a published author with my own publishing imprint, I meant to say. I got some published books out, so that's really good. Yeah, it's a dream come true. It took me 7 years, and I specialise in asexuality, which is a sexual orientation that's lack of sexual attraction. And I'm asexual, heteromantic, so I'm attracted to guys only, but romantically, not sexually. So yeah. So that's where I went yesterday with my friend, and we sat out there. My friend Debs and also Claire. We sat out in that garden out there. It's incredible. George's Meeting House, beautiful place. So yeah, quite a lot of us are free, which feels good. That's the Chinese restaurant I usually go to with my friends, but I haven't been there for ages because of the lockdown. One-way system for pedestrians. I'm heading to the train station now to meet my friends, so this is going to be great. So I'm now going to meet my friends from the train station. So yeah, it's going to be so awesome. So awesome. Can't wait, I'm really excited. Wash your hands, save the NHS. Only 5 customers at a time. In store, please. So Central Station, here we go. And this is the train station. We're at the train station now, waiting for Debs and Nita. but at least being out in the rain is good for us because we've been locked down for ages, so the rain is beautiful. You know, it's important in life to cherish every little thing, including the beautiful, beautiful rain. Remember, whenever there is sunshine in your heart, it can never be truly raining. Oh, it smells so good. Nice bag. Wake up and smell the normal. Yep, I'd agree with that. It's good. I like to be different, so it does feel good to be more normal in the sense of meeting up with my friends. Really, really good. Really, really good to get out of my flat. I love my flat dearly, but it's nice to go out and see people, be around other human beings. It's a wonderful feeling. So good. I'm now off to the bank. So now it's time to go to Tesco for food. Now I've got to find if the toilet's open or not. Wait to be told to go in. Toilets, please queue this way. The toilet. I feel like an Eskimo. I am waiting, but they told me to wait here instead. They told me to wait here. They told me to wait. Go to the other till if they're going to do that. Be a lot quicker, no problem. That's okay. Get to it now, quicker. Great if the staff actually told you exactly where you're meant to go. That's what I mean. Told me I could stay there. Never mind. I got there for quicker. Trouble with this is when it gets rain on it, you can't actually see what it's doing. It's very difficult to even see food. I got to be careful, so I got to be careful what food I eat because of food allergies and intolerances.
Make sure you buy bags at the same time.
But it's very difficult when you're wearing this, especially when it's got raindrops on it. But because I got anxiety, I can't wear like a Wolverine mask, you know. So I guess I have to wear this really. Sorry. Oh, it's really nice. Someone in Aldi let me go in front of them. So I was really happy about that. So I'm currently sat at home now doing some video editing to my How to Arrange a Successful Online Asexual Meetup video training course. So basically I'm an asexual author, speaker, entrepreneur and coach. And I help asexuals with dating, relationships, friendships, building relationships with others. And I've also organised and arranged, and I've also organised and held asexual meetups for over 5 years. And I'm currently editing a sales video for the How to Arrange a Successful Online Asexual Meetup video training course. So this work takes a lot of time. I do it myself in iMovie. I really am good at editing nowadays. I do extensive editing, and what started off as just a idea for a short sales page video has turned into a full-length feature film in and of its own right, you know. I don't want to just be selling. I want to share my personal story of how important asexual meetups are to me, why they completely changed my life, and how it's essential for other asexuals to get involved and start arranging and hosting their own online asexual meetups. So I'm just going to show you some clips from those. I also come from a place of love, of genuinely caring about asexuals. Yes, in 2018 my life completely changed because of my meetups. In 2018 I met my best ever asexual friend in my life, and I met my other best asexual friend, and my friend Sam. There's no romance there. They're into guys, I'm into guys, but they are the bestest friend I could ever wish for in my life. In 2018, we hadn't really spoke that much. They were in my asexual no sex dating group. They decided to give my meetup a try, despite they actually went to meetups before, and you know, it was a bad experience they had. So they came to one of my meetups, and yeah, the rest they say is history. After spending a whole weekend together, because they live nearly 200 miles away from me, they travelled to me, to my meetup, and they came to my city. So that's 200 miles each way, there and back. This is why online asexual meetups are so important, so we can stay connected to those we care about, those we love, those who are like us. It's so important for our mental health, our health and well-being. It just feels great, you know? Why? I love dancing. I love dancing. So it's now 10 p.m. I live in a self-contained flat in the middle of a house which has got other people in it. And so I come alive at night. I'm a real night owl. When I'm at night, it's the best time to do my writing, which is the love of my life. Streaming on my Asexualise, my Asexual Life YouTube channel. And I do a live chat show on there every night. So again, that's at night. And also dancing. I love to do it at night. So that dance I just did then was just before 10 p.m. And my housemates tend to start going to bed at 10. So that means I've got to put my headphones on if I want to listen to music quite loudly in my room, right? So I'm going to take my socks off for this one because I get a bit hot with them on. And I'm playing a song on my headphones because that's what I would usually do. So you're really probably not going to be able to hear me. You're just going to be able to see me dance. But it'll be loads of fun anyway. So here goes. Oh, and I love Eeyore and Disney, in case you didn't already realise that. And I live stream in my pyjamas a lot of the time, or a night shirt like this. So I like dancing like this too. This is a song from Street Dancer 3D, India versus Pakistan Street Dance. And this is Garmi, Garmi. I hope I've spelled that right. I mean, I hope I pronounced that right. Oh, it's such good fun. Another one. This is another one for Street Dance 3D. I love Indian guys, foreign guys, beautiful younger foreign guys in their 20s. I love that as well. I mean, she attracts a guy in their 20s, not older. As you can see, I've got energy. I love dancing so much. There's something so freeing, so amazing, so incredible about dancing. And it's really good exercise, works up a good sweat. And it's free, and you can do it indoors if you happen to be locked down. Or when the clubs are open again, you can go clubbing, which I love to do with foreign music and younger foreign guys. Oh, it's wonderful. Beautiful. Lots of love. So I've just finished dancing, and while I was dancing I had my food in the oven. Now it's like nearly 10 past 10 at night. Like I said, my whole day is usually backwards. I usually work in the night and sleep in the day. I just prefer it that way. I'm much more creative usually. So yeah, let's go through the kitchen, people. Ooh. See, I've got sweat all over me. Sweat all over me. Now I've got to check my food. So writing books that change people's lives is my ultimate love of my life and passion. It absolutely is my life purpose, and it completely fills my soul up like nothing else in the world. Writing is very natural to me. I don't get writer's block. In fact, my one biggest fear is that I die with books inside me. I've got so many books I want to write and publish to change people's lives. They're non-fiction books that really do change people's lives. I've had people messaging me in private telling me that my books changed their life or saved their life. You know, I've even helped people that have been suicidal to realise there's nothing wrong with them. They're not broken in their life, and they deserve happiness, love and peace just as they are. So writing is my biggest love of my life. And my fear also is that I can't make a full-time living at it, because at the moment I'm not making a full-time living at it. But I know it's my life purpose. Since 2009 I've known that. And I've got my own publishing imprint, Quirky Books. It took me 7 years to get that, and I'm so happy I've done that, you know. And so asexuality is my second biggest love of my life. So writing is my passion, followed very closely by asexuality. Now, if you didn't know what asexuality is a sexual orientation that's a lack of sexual attraction. And my mission is to get recognised as a sexual orientation in its own right throughout the globe, so that no asexual has to live in fear of ridicule ever again. We're brought up and conditioned to believe that heterosexuality is the only sexuality, or that everyone wants sex. You know, every sexuality wants sex, even if they are LGBT, you know, which simply isn't true. You know, asexuals don't experience sexual attraction, so that means we don't get the need, urge or want for partnered sexual intercourse. I've been helping asexuals now for almost 5 years of my life, since 2015, and I will never stop, right? People are conditioned in society from birth to believe that they have to have sex in order to have love in a relationship. They associate sex with being happy in a relationship. They associate sex with being healthy in a relationship. They associate sex with having love in a relationship. I'm here to tell you categorically, here and now, that you don't need to have sex in order to have a loving, happy, healthy, forever, monogamous, romantic or otherwise relationship, life partnership. I'm not talking about just a friend. I'm talking about a proper, deep, intimate relationship. They could be romantic or not romantic, but you can have romantic relationships without sex. There are multiple attractions, and for years people have never known this. Asexuality is the missing piece to sexuality that people don't even know exists, especially not outside the LGBT community, because LGBT plus QIA, the A stands for asexual, although some people say it stands for androgynous, agender, and a host of other things, such as ally. But, you know, this needs to be spread around the world globally, you know, because children are being brought up and as teenagers throughout their life as well, and they're being taught that in order to have love in a relationship, you've got to have sex. I was even told by a counsellor in the UK, a professional qualified NHS counsellor, that I would have to have sex in order to keep a good guy. That is before I found out I was asexual, right? And my mission is to get it recognised globally before I die as a sexual orientation in its own right. Globally. I want heterosexuals to know. I want everyone to know. But obviously, as it's part of the LGBT plus QIA acronym, you know, quite a number of LGBT people in that community are aware of asexuality, which still there's much work to be done with heterosexuality. Most heterosexuals think it's a result of trauma, or most sexuals think it's a result of trauma, or you're being celibate, or you're abstaining. It's not that. It's that we don't get that desire, that need and want for partnered sexual intercourse. It's not inbuilt into us. It's not natural to us. It's not how we're wired. And the sooner that the society accepts that, the better, right? Because there's people out there, there's teenagers who don't actually want sex, and they're being pressurized by society and made to think that they need to have it, you know, in order to keep a loving, happy, healthy relationship. Because that's what everyone's telling them. You've got to have sex. Otherwise, your relationship's dead in the water. I even heard a traditional dating coach say that. I coach asexuals in dating and relationships. You know, your relationship's not dead in the water. The only two people that define a relationship are the two people in it. That's how it should be. Not about how much sex you're having. Sex doesn't equate to love. So just like sex without love exists, so does love without sex. And it's really important you know that. And the whole world knows that. You know, so my fear is that I don't actually have the fear in the sense that, you know, I believe 100% I'm going to do it. But there's loads of books I want to write. And, you know, I can't get them all out fast enough, you know. And I really want to change the world where asexuality and sexuality is concerned. I really want people to know that asexuality exists, it's true, it's real, people are not broken, it's not a result of trauma, or they're abstain or they're celibate, which is a choice. They really literally don't want, need, or like partner sexual intercourse. You know, it's natural for them to be like that. It's how I was born, but didn't realise it. But there are signs from the age of like 6 years old when a boy wanted to do stuff with me other than kissing that I didn't want to do. And I tell you, I love kissing. I love romance, but I don't like sex. And I had sex in the past. So, you know, I'm an asexual person that has had sex in the past and didn't realise that. I thought I had to have sex because it's what is expected of us in society. You know, and I want to make my mark on the world to help all those people that don't experience sexual attraction, that feel they're broken, something's wrong with them, something's missing. There's nothing missing. They haven't got some sexual dysfunction. They genuinely don't want, like, or need sex. And I want the world to wake up to the truth that no one is talking about globally. No one is talking about it at scale. There's TV programs, like documentaries that are making airwaves, but we need real radical change. We need asexuality talked about in schools, in colleges, in universities. You know, because although it's not a result of trauma, a lot of asexuals, you know, we don't want sex in the first place, although asexuality is a huge spectrum, so some asexuals might have sex, even though they don't experience sexual attraction. But for many asexuals who don't want sex, you know, and for many people who even aren't asexual, who don't want sex in certain circumstances, that feel pressurized into it because everyone's telling you that you've got to have sex in order to have a loving, healthy, happy relationship. Well, it's not loving, healthy, or happy, is it? If you don't want it and you don't feel like it, that's called sexual assault, abuse, or rape, depending on what's actually happening. You know, and I want to make a true difference in this life. This is my life mission. And it's just something I cannot do without completing. Just like I need to get my books out there to the world. And I do want to make a full-time living from writing. You know, my deepest fear is that I won't be able to make a full-time living because I'm not at the moment. But I ultimately believe that will change and that I will make my mark on the world. I am making my mark on the world. But I write books to change people's lives. They're non-fiction. It's not just like I love writing, which I do. It's because I want to make a difference. I've been trained in personal professional development now since 2012. I've been through a lot of rubbish in my life, as I'm sure a lot of you have. You know, and you've got skills and knowledge and experience that can help others. You know, it's your gift to share that with the world. It's really important. So in 2017, I actually published this book for Asexuals, which is Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories, Love, Life and Sex, a celebration of asexual diversity. This is the love of my life, this book. And every July, I always read excerpts out of it for Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month. So I founded Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month in 2017 when I launched this printed version of the Asexual Perspectives book. It's got 46 asexuals I interviewed globally and across the asexual spectrum. And it also tells my own personal story. And they're told in the form of interview answers and questions. And they're told in the form of interview questions and answers. And I did that purposely because I kept getting loads of asexuals private messaging me, asking me specific questions over and over again. So I specifically did it and put them all together. Now, like I said, I read these out on my channel. I do an Asexualise, My Asexual Life live chat show every night. And I read excerpts from my books. These are all my bookmarks. This is one I made earlier. This is my crumpled copy that I'm always reading. You know, and this is my bookmarks from last night's live stream. I've got to, you know, sort it out for tonight. And, you know, every year I read excerpts out and every person in the book's got their own individual chapter. And they're very easy to read. So everything you could possibly want to know to bust through the myths and stereotypes of asexuals. You know, do asexuals masturbate? Do they like kinks? Do they watch porn? Are they into BDSM? What is the difference between sexual attraction, sexual desire, and sexual arousal? You know, because people think they're all the same and they're not. So I want to redefine sexuality and sex as we know it, and sexual relationships. And that is my mission. And I'm also working on my second book for asexuals called Asexual Guide to Sex, which is asexual sex stories, sex advice, sex help, and sex guidance. So that's the title and the subtitle. And literally, Asexual Guide to Sex is an immersive experience. It's not just a book, it's an immersive experience. Every single asexual book has had sex. And they're sharing their very own personal story, again, through questions and answers that every asexual person will want to know if they're going to have sex for the first time, or thinking or considering about whether it's right for them to have sex or not. And it's a book they should get before they make that decision. Or for anyone who's curious, or for friends, parents, relatives, anyone who wants to know more about asexuality. You know, I'm not telling asexuals to have sex. I'm saying don't get this book until I'm not telling asexuals to have sex. I'm telling asexuals do not have sex until you've got this new book. So I'm currently still working on that. It's something that I love to do. It's my passion. It's my life. I don't read excerpts out yet of that, but I will be doing in the future. But I talk about little bits out of the book. So everyone's super excited to get it. And it's the hottest book for 2020, Asexual Guide to Sex. So don't forget to make a note of it. You'll see sex in a completely different light. You'll see how asexuals think completely different to any other sexuality out there on sex. And when you read the book, it's like you go into the person's mind. It's a complete immersive experience and it's fantastic. And my food smells like it's going to burn, so I've got to go and check that. Well, I think the potatoes are done now and the chicken, although I need some veg put in there. The movie I just put on is Step Up 4 Miami Heat. I absolutely love the Step Up movies. So basically, these movies make me feel so happy, so high octane energy. It's unbelievable. Like, I've got fibromyalgia, which you probably didn't realise when I was doing all that dancing earlier. And I've actually got a fibromyalgia self-help handbook. How to manage fibromyalgia to have less pain, more energy, and feel happier like a superhero rock star. And literally, this is me on the back cover. Ace Fibre Girl. This is my own superhero outfit. Can you see? And basically, it's all about being your own superhero to save yourself from pain. And I literally go through everything in the book of how to live your life the best way possible in order to minimise fibro pain. You know, I'm not teaching people how to get rid of their condition. I don't know how to do that myself. It's, you know, it's meant to not be the case that you can do that. Although I believe there's two versions of fibro. One is just the muscles and one is the brain. You know, the muscles and the brain. So most people have the full one. I believe the muscle one you can get rid of in a couple of years. But yeah, although I didn't put about that in the book. This is my do not resell copy. I've got other copies as well. But yeah, I was so proud to get this book out. So proud. It goes through everything, nutrition, you know, like diet, exercise, mindset, foods to eat, foods not to eat, you know, and how to live an unconventional life in order to have less pain, more energy, and feel happier. And this is like my ace fibro girl, you know, outfit. It's all in here. And if you can have a sneaky peek of it, see? It's all in here. There's my cape, my little cape and stuff. So yeah, this was my ace fibro girl costume. See, I'm a real life superhero. Look at the skirt for earlier. There is no pockets in the skirt. See, no pockets whatsoever. I don't tend to have pockets because I have little bags on me, so I don't see the point. So there's no pockets in there, and then in here there's nothing in the pockets. See, this is a jacket I wore earlier amongst all the other jackets I have. This is the jacket I wore. See, you know, and I just don't have anything in the pockets. So you asked what's in the pockets. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know, nothing. And the top I wore earlier is actually in the wash because it got a bit sweaty and smelly. Like literally, this is the top I wore earlier, and there is literally, you can see in my toilet, there is literally no pockets in there whatsoever. This is inside out now, but you can see, look, there's no pockets in here either. Nothing. Diddly squat. I don't have pockets. I don't need pockets. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So now I have to clear my bed, which has got, you know, the food I just ate on it, and take this in the kitchen. And literally just get rid of this paper plate that's saturated. It's not really paper anymore, it's more like mush. Along with the tray and all the bits of broccoli stalk and everything. Actually put it in the bin. Now, look at the time. The time is literally this. Nearly 11:30, and I've got to do my stream. I've got to prepare for it now, so I need to clean my teeth. So now I've got to go and clean my teeth at this time of night because I've got broccoli bits all in my teeth. I've just got gross blocky bits and stuff. I need to clean my teeth to get ready for my Asexualise, my Asexual Live YouTube chat show at late night. Let's do this. I still have a baby tooth, see? A baby tooth. It's amazing. Yes, I need to get rid of all the bits in my teeth. Ugh. They're a bit, you know, like annoying. So it's like, ugh, I need to floss. So sometimes I do completely at this stage. Sometimes I do. Depends how quickly I want to get to sleep afterwards. I would do a full clean before I go to bed. Look, flossing is very important for getting rid of crap on your teeth, rubbish on your teeth. It's not a particularly pleasant sight to look at, is it? But, you know, it's doing the job. I don't like dentists, so I'll do whatever I can to avoid going and getting anything done apart from check-up. And not that I can go at the moment. I was due for the checkup either on the day or or the day after it went into lockdown. It's just a routine checkup. I have to be very careful with my baby teeth because it's wobbly. I want to keep it in there as long as possible because I like being young. Hey, yeah, this is me. Flossing. So I'm really want to have a nice clean mouth tonight because I had a lot of bits in there, so that's why I'm doing more of a thorough clean tonight. I mean, I try to do, if I can, my stream between 11 PM and 12 midnight. And sometimes I don't have a shower till late, like till 10 at night before I do my stream. On average, my streams last about an hour. Oh. I think I've got more on my face than in my mouth. I've got sensitive teeth, so I can only pretty much use Colgate Sensitive Pro Relief. It's really good because it does have basically does have a thing where, you know, it literally stops it being sensitive, but it's instantly whitening. This really does whiten your teeth a lot naturally. It might be perfect, but they're damn it's like better than they used to be. With a natural toothpaste, you can do it more and more, get them whiter. But now I then have to go into the bedroom and literally clear the bed to make way for doing my stream, because I have to open up my workstation wardrobe. This is my workstation. Oh, this is my workstation wardrobe. I've got lots of affirmations on there. I love myself. I love being single. You can do this. You got this. Keep going. I love Sandra. So look, and little quotes like this. When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. My best female friend got me that. Besties for life. So yeah, I love positive affirmations. I love writing things out as though they're already happening. I'm an influencer, I'm a thought leader, I was born for a higher purpose, and Angel needs me on my A game. Angel is my guinea pig. I don't think I've shown you Angel. See? That is Angel. My dad made me that card at Christmas. That's me and Angel. Angel's the love of my life as well. She's my beautiful daughter guinea pig that's diabetic and lives with my parents because I can't inject her. Well, my mum's diabetic, so she can. I've got a genuine fear of needles and blood. And I couldn't do it in the vets. And I had basically 24 hours to get her somewhere to go, or they were saying they're going to have to put her down, which was horrible because she wasn't actually having any problems apart from diabetes and going blind. But they said she needs to be injected, so my mum took her on. She's lived with my parents now for since April 2018, so 2 years. She just had her 4th birthday in June, and I couldn't see her because of lockdown. My mum's still in lockdown. She's got to wait for a letter from the hospital. Yeah. So, because my mum's got diabetes and she's got problems with her kidneys because she had kidney failure in 2010. So she got weak kidneys, and also she's classed as elderly, even though she really doesn't look it. Then she's had a letter from the hospital to say she's got to self-isolate, and she won't know until the 1st of August when she's waiting for another letter then to be told where she can come out of lockdown or not. So I haven't seen my mum in person since the 14th of March. The 19th of March. I saw my best asexual friend on the 14th of March, and I saw my parents on the 19th of March. Haven't seen my mum since then, apart from the 14th of July. I got to see her on Google Hangouts with Angel, my guinea pig, which is amazing. I helped my dad with his new phone to get connected to a Skype account. Skype didn't work. It just went off again, and then we did Google Hangouts, even though it was very briefly. I was so grateful and thankful I got to see Angel, even if it was just on camera, to see my mum. But I really want to cuddle Angel. I so miss her incredibly. She is literally like she is my daughter, my furry kid daughter, and we're very, very close. We've got a bond like no other, so it's very hard to be away from her. But hopefully I pray that I get to see her again. She's getting 4, 4 can be older or not for a guinea pig. Some guinea pigs last 4 to 6 years. Some last 8 years, 6 to 8 years. And my parents said they had a guinea pig. Well, we had a guinea pig as a family that lived to be 13, which is kind of crazy, perky. So if that's the case, she could live a even longer, happy and fulfilling life. Even though she's got diabetes, she's really energetic. And she's very intelligent. Even though she's blind, she's got sight back in a bit of her eye. Like, she's got cataracts in her eye. One's completely disappeared. The vet said it's a miracle. He doesn't know how that's happened. You're not supposed to be able to do that. It can't usually just disappear like that. But it has, so we think she's got some peripheral vision, at least one of her eyes. The other eye's going down as well. The white opaque's going down a bit in that as well. So yeah, otherwise she lines her tube up with her pig glue and still manages to go through it exactly, even though she's been blind. So it's kind of crazy, but she's wonderful. I love her to bits. She's a teddy guinea pig, which is my favourite type. But I think because she's so strong, she's survived operations, even though she's got diabetes. I think, she'll live for a very much longer life yet. So she's had 2 operations. Yeah, ovarian cyst removed and a lump on her back removed that was pressing on her spine. So yeah, she's so brave and I love her to bits. Sadly, I lost one of my other guinea pigs in the same operation that was her companion chestnut. Ovarian cyst. She started bleeding again later and the vet couldn't stop the bleeding, couldn't find it, and she bled to death basically. But I was told, it was unclear what happened, but eventually I was told that it was under anaesthetic. When he tried to revive her under anaesthetic and she bled to death. It didn't make sense. There was a lot of things that didn't make sense, but I've just had to accept it. She started bleeding again. He opened her up and it wasn't my normal, it was at my normal vet's, but it was an inexperienced vet, which I think that's why it happened. But, I've had to come to terms and peace with that now. I saw her in a dream. and she's all right in the dream. She's munching spinach, so that's good. So all this stuff that I was talking about. So this has got to go up there for now. And then my Fibro book. Oh, that usually, see, this is a workstation wardrobe. Woohoo! It's amazing. And then I've got to put my Fibro book up here. And then I've got to get ready. Put these literally at the TV. Put those there for now. And straighten up the bed a little bit. You know, it's not going to be perfect. Usually I'll take this off because the Disney one looks far better. So I really like this. I went to Disneyland Paris in 2017, you know, and I really love this. I've got to pick these up and put them under there. So I do a lot of fiddling around, and I'm going to be reading this tonight. From tonight I'm going to be reading this. I've got to pick which bits and re-bookmark for tonight's show. I'll put that under there because I have my water there. I don't want to spill it, so I always drink water out of mugs. This is my eat all mug. So yeah, so awesome. So yeah, I like to show my cuddly toys off. I don't like to hide them because a lot of asexuals love cuddly toys anyway. So I think it's really cute to have them around. But I particularly love my Mickey Mouse. This is my Mickey. Hey Mickey, you're so fun, you blow my mind. Hey Mickey, hey Mickey, hey Mickey, you're so fun, you blow my mind. Hey Mickey, hey Mickey. Oh, don't you just love it? I love life. It's good. I absolutely love and adore writing, helping asexuals, doing a live stream, chatting. You know, it's like basically a personal professional development channel for asexuals. So the bed could do with a bit of a, probably bedding's a bit like nearly on the edge there, but never mind, I'll worry about that later. So this is an actual cushion, so you can take it off and use it as a cushion, that off, or you can just have it as cuddly. I like it as a cuddly. It's quite nice to have this in the background. And then I have eat all as well there. And I always keep my birthday card up, which is a bit insane. My birthday was in April. Look. I got a friend who bought this. Look at these, aren't they cool? You see, I've still got my birthday paper. And then that's a card from my parents. And then I got a 21st card as well. Because I celebrate being 21 every single year. Because I'm not 21 in birth certificate age, but in mindset, I'm completely 21 on purpose. And since I've started living my 21-year-old life, I just so much happier living like a teenager 24/7, 365 days a year, you know, and living 21st mindset life, you know, not caring what other people think. That's the trouble in society. We always care too much about what other people think, and I want to change that. I want people to embrace their quirky and live their dreams, you know. I wish everyone could just be happy being their true authentic self, you know. That includes being asexual. See, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous you know, throw. Gorgeous throw, isn't it? Let's put that there. He looks like they're pals then. So this looks really good in the background. And then we have to get it ready, you know. I have to go to the toilet quickly, which I think that's a bit too much information. So this is what I'm doing, which is it's called Life in a Day. I think I've answered all your questions. What would you like to change either about your life or the world? I've already said that basically I want to make a full-time living from writing. But in terms of the world, I want asexuality recognised as a sexual orientation throughout the globe, so that no asexual has to live in fear of ridicule ever again. It's very important. Right, so now I have to, so this is like my stream earlier, someone was replying, this is all my notifications. And then in order to use YouTube Studio and just go by the webcam, I really have to, this is like what it is my sales page I'm working on, for the training course I'm doing for asexuals, which you saw earlier, which is, you know, how to arrange a successful asexual online meetup. So it's how to arrange a successful online asexual meetup. So that's that. And usually I have to close this, because if I don't close this, with it being a really old Mac, like 2009 edition, it usually causes problems with YouTube not working properly. So I usually close that down, and then I have to get Google open, which is great. Now, I think tonight's topic, I'm going to be doing what's the difference between sexual attraction and sexual desire, because people are really interested to know all this stuff, right? So basically I pick people's stories out who I think will be really interesting, and I like a contrast, if I can, different perspectives. So I'll go through the book. Obviously I've got the other polished copy, and I've got this one that I just like read out of all the time. So I'll pick whatever I think's good to have in the book. I mean, I pick whatever I think's good to have from the book in the video, in the live stream. And literally it is a live chat show. It's been my dream for years to just have my own show. Because I love talking, I'm very good at speaking. I used to be a voluntary radio presenter with hospital radio for years. It used to be my dream to be a professional radio presenter, but now I prefer to write, because I know it's my life purpose, and be on YouTube. I prefer being to camera. So yeah, it'd be fantastic if I got a television show of my own. I think it'd be great as a chat show host on TV, because I'm not really afraid to talk about anything and everything. So yeah, so this is sexual arousal and sexual attraction, but so not every question was compulsory. But we've already talked about sexual attraction and sexual arousal on a different one, so I need to find someone else's story. So this is what I have to do. It takes a little while, as you can see. I really want to be doing it before midnight. Can you see? It's already nearly 10:02. So I'm going to carry on looking through this a minute. So I'm just about to start my stream. Are sexual attraction, sexual desire the same or different? If so, how? APAM, my asexual life. APAM stands for Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month. So let's go. Here we go. Are you ready? Hey, it's Sandra. Welcome to another episode of Asexualise, my asexual life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the great big subscribe button below right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like now, post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find the content useful, helpful, insightful in any way, shape or form, or you just want to give this channel some like love. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Now, if you didn't already know, July is the month of Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month. It's the month I founded in July 2017 to celebrate this Asexual Perspectives published book in printed format, basically launching. Yep, it was a launch of the printed formatted edition of the Asexual Perspectives book. Now, Asexual Perspectives book is a book to answer pretty much any and all questions you will have about asexuality when you're first discovering it, such as what is the difference between sexual attraction and sexual desire, which is what we're going to talk about in a moment. What's the difference between sexual attraction and sexual arousal, which we've already covered in a previous video. And there's lots of other questions in the book, like, do asexuals watch porn? Do they masturbate? Are they interested in BDSM or kinks? So pretty much everything you could think of is in this book. And you might have noticed today I'm actually filming this. I'm filming it for a YouTube competition. I've been filming my whole day. So I thought, what better way to finish the day off with my live stream, and the fact that I'm on a mission to get asexuality recognised as a sexual orientation throughout the globe, so that no asexual has to live in fear of ridicule ever again. I desire strongly for asexuality to be known throughout the whole entire globe. For people to know it's normal for some people not to want, like, or need sex in a loving, committed, monogamous relationship. That it's not just a friendship, that it's far more than that. That friendship's, equally valid and wonderful, but people can have romantic relationships without sex ever being involved. Romance is not the same as sex, just like love isn't the same as sex. And if sex without love exists, love without sex definitely does exist, as in this book. Now, this book is to celebrate our diversity across the asexual spectrum and our differences within it, because asexuality is a huge spectrum. So I'm going to be reading excerpts out from that book tonight. So let's get cracking. So, I don't usually have my camera on, but I really want to make a huge difference where asexuality is concerned. And I want to show the world what I do on my Asexualise, my Asexual Live channel. So that's why I'm filming it. I've got a couple of minutes to go till midnight, 1 minute to go. So let's get cracking, people. Let's get cracking. So the question is, which is literally throughout the book to all the asexuals. There's 47 asexuals I interviewed for the book. Well, including me, you get to interview me at the end. So 46 besides me. And it's, do you believe sexual attraction, sexual desire are the same thing or different? So this is Non's story. I have no clue. I've heard that sexual desire without attraction is described as going to a store hungry, but not finding any of the food appealing. I have no libido and no attraction of that regard, so I have very little I can contribute to this question. So, see, a lot of asexuals don't have a libido, right? And they are just having no sexual attraction either. So if they've got neither, then it's very hard for them to distinguish, because they have no first-hand experience of sexual desire or sexual attraction. But some asexuals, they do still experience arousal, despite not experiencing sexual attraction, So it's all very different, and it's just midnight now. So yeah, I think it's very interesting. I've heard that sexual desire without attraction is described as going to a store hungry but not finding any of the food appetizing. So yeah, sexual desire is basically the desire to want sex in and of itself, regardless of where you're sexually attracted to the person or not. Whereas sexual attraction is a desire to have sex with a specific person. And you literally look at a person and think, I want sex with you. So you get the need, urge, or want specifically to have partnered sexual intercourse with that person or other people. So yeah, look at this. The time is now just gone. So, I'm going to conclude not the live stream, but the video on here. Thanks so much. That's been my beautiful 25th of July, 2020.